This conference will now be recorded.
Okay, so yesterday we finished that two columns content, right? Creating content and applying CSS, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so as per our template, the projects here. Okay, is there any doubts in this yesterday? Have you done any practice about? Any questions?
I don't have any questions.
Yeah, tell me.
Oh no, I don't have any questions.
Okay. Okay, so in the next section, the recent projects. Okay, here you can say anything like recent projects or photo gallery. Okay, so many like blog related content. Okay, or suppose it is a e-commerce website, you can say products also. Okay, so the products means first we are going to display image and mouse over. We can say some icon and product name, price details. Okay, add to cart buttons and mouse over we can give. Otherwise, I can give the below of the image, below of the product image. You can use multiple ways the same example. Okay, so now I'm going to use this image like mouse or animation like projects. Okay, and before going to that, we'll finish this heading and this text button like this. Okay, so first I'm going to create. This is main section and this is top header and this slider part. Okay, and this is like a third, so two columns content. Okay, so here I'm going to say recent projects of and like a photo gallery, whatever you can say. Okay, so this layout also container, fixed container, right? Okay, I can use the same fixed container class in the section container. Okay, so inside this container, I'm going to create like one column for placing image, the heading text. Okay, and for this I'm going to use the div tag. Okay, in the div tag, I'm going to use anchor first. Okay, so inside the anchor, I'm going to put image and some title like some product name or image name. Okay, so here like for time being thumbnail. Okay, so inside the link, I'm going to use like for example page 3 for the title. Okay, I'm supposed to say here project name. Okay, and then image img. Okay, img and then source. Source images. Sorry. Images slash we have some image like spire image like what thumbnail image. Okay, same image I'm using, and then alt text box. Okay, alt we can say project image something. Okay, so like this is HTML. Okay, I created one container already, which is created container class. Okay, so inside the container, this is like one block or one image. This one, this is like you can say one block for placing image and placing icon, placing text. Okay, and the mouse over is secondary. Mouse over giving the animation and all. Okay, first of all, the div anchor, we're applying on mouse over some background color, transparent background color, and displaying the text, title and all. Okay, so for this I'm going to create CSS for this. So let me check first images displaying. Yeah, images display, but this image is taking the original dimensions as per the image. Okay, so here I'm going to customize with CSS, the width and height. Okay,
Okay.
so first I'm applying CSS for this style sheet. Okay, so here let me say projects details or something you can say. Okay, so here I'm going to give like some project name as a class. Okay, so here projects. Okay, for the project, this project is like a whole block, one image. Okay, so placing and side by side. Okay, and width, height, and float left. Okay, the project is entire block for image. Okay, so here first I'm going to say width is 1000 pixels, like 100 pixels. Okay, let me apply this class to the div block. Suppose I'm going to customize the image dimensions by applying the project class. Okay, apply the project class. Open div container projects. With the problem it should apply. Let me check. Not apply. Okay, so this projects, let's see, project image, because inside the project again I have image tag, right? Let me apply directly to the image. Yeah, now it's applied. So that means, so inside the project div again I have the anchor tag, h3 tag, and then image. So when you apply the project image, so it won't apply to the image tag. It will apply only for the block. So that means from the project it will create 300 pixel box. Okay, and for the image this 300 pixel. Okay, and this entire thing I'm going to put left side using the float left, because we are going to use three images side by side. Okay, so for this I'm going to use float left for placing side by side. Okay, let me check whether it is placing or not side by side. For example, you can just copy and paste it, just testing purpose. Yeah, it's placing side by side. Okay, so after completing all this, we place side by side one by one. Okay, so this is like our projects, and after the project you use the anchor tag. Okay, for all these actions on mouse over. So when I mouse over, you can see that is hyperlink. Okay, so on mouse over, some animation and applying the transparent background and applying some icon and some text. Okay, so these are all actions happening from the anchor. Okay, so for the anchor I'm going to write that CSS here. For example, you can say products and then anchor tag. Okay, anchor tag here you can say display inline block. Display inline block, because all the like icons, text, Okay, it should be placed within the block, within the page, within the image. Okay, so that's why I provided the inline block, and you can say text align center for the heading text or any other text you mentioned in the image. Okay, for this I'm going to say text align center. Text align center. Okay, this is our anchor tag. Okay, inside the project. Okay, again I'm going to create one more class, project, and you can say here thumbnail or something. Okay, thumbnail means here. So when I mouse over image, showing the whole block is like some black color transparent. Okay, that is like we are going to call projects thumbnail. Okay, so for the project thumbnail, I'm going to apply here display block. Okay, and then position relative. So it should be placed above the image, exactly above the image. Okay, so for this I'm going to provide the position relative and overflow hidden, and by default it should be this height, and after mouse over it should be display. Okay, overflow hidden, and here also have to says text align set on mouse over also. Text align set. Let's see how this. Okay, so this is our thumbnail. That is like a black color transparent block. That is we can call thumbnail. Okay, let me check anything happened here. No, still nothing is there. Only just mouse over anchor is coming. Okay, and after thumbnail, here I'm going to apply CSS for the thumbnail image. Okay, so here you can say projects thumbnail and then ING. So here I'm going to apply transition. So the transition is for the animation purpose. Transition, some providing time and some ease functionality for the animation style. Okay, so for the image I'm going to apply here transition. For example, you can say time, duration of time. For example, you can say 0.5 second, or you can say 1 second. Okay, if you want to play the fast, you can decrease the time, like 0.2 seconds or 3 seconds. Okay, and then all, so it should apply all elements. Okay, and then some animation will have 3 different type of functionality: is in, is out. Okay, these 3 different type of animation, little bit difference will be there, 3. So here I'm going to say is functional. Okay, that kind of is in, is in, out animation. Okay, that is an transition, and going to apply transform scale. Like here I'm going to say scale 1.2. So do you remember about the scale? I teach on the starting class, in the meta tag, meta name, viewport, initial scale 1, like that. Do you remember?
No.
So here transform scale, suppose here if you say like 1, so that is actual size of your content, or whatever image content or thumbnail. Transform scale means 1, there is no any change. Okay, once if you say like more than 1.2, 1.3, 1.5, so that means 1.2 means 120% of your content.
Oh,
So
yeah.
on mouse Here on mouse over, I'm going to increase from 100% to 20%. So like this. So here there is an actual image this width, and when I mouse over, increasing the value, right? Okay, from 100% to 120%. Like just like zoom in, zoom out that image. Okay. So like this, I'm going to apply the project thumbnail image. Like one is the transition, and the second one is scale for the like zoom and zoom out function. Okay. And then I'm going to write some CSS for the text also, which is displaying the text like header text. Okay. For example, here you can say H3. Okay. So in the H3, first I'm going to hide that content. This one, this header. Okay. So this header I'm going to hide first by default. On mouse over, we are going to display with some animation. Okay. So for the hiding, you can use display none, or you can say opacity none. Two ways you can say. Opacity 0 base, that is like fully transparent. Okay, and then visibility hidden also. Visibility hidden. So by default, we are going to hide the content, and the header text I'm going to place absolutely. Absolute means within that block, within my project block. Okay, we're using position, like position you can apply. Okay. Position absolute for placing the content in exact place. Okay, and now let me check how it is displaying now the text. Okay, still it is there. Okay, and here I'm going to say uh, bottom minus 20 pixels. Okay, minus 20 pixels means this header text will move to below 20 pixels, and that means above 20 pixels. Can apply this. Okay, let me check. This is a header S3 text inside this. Okay, terminal thumb. Okay, so here project terminal class we have to apply in the anchor tag, then only it will apply. Here the class is called project terminal. Okay, and let's say here let's start offline. Okay. Okay, then let me finish this one. Yeah, now it's okay. Okay, by default we cannot see the text. Okay, on mouse over some animation is by default. Okay, it's applying some terminal effect. Okay, let me finish all the CSS. So here like H3 bottom 20 pixels. Okay, and then the left side should be 0. Okay, and here I'm going to say the text color. The default color is black, right? So here I'm going to say text color is white. Okay, and then and other CSS, like for example font size. Okay, font name. These are all like options. Okay, font size I'm going to do around 20 pixels. Okay, and then here also for the history also we need to apply the transition. the animation instead of showing suddenly. So we can apply transition animation, and slowly it will scroll up to the image. Okay. So for this, I'm going to apply transition. Then same, like for example, you can say 0.5 seconds. Okay. And then all, and is functional, is animation. Okay. So and then here transform x means here I'm going to apply transform x from the horizontal transform translate x. Okay. Outside. Transform translate x minus 50%. Okay, these are all like some new features in CSS3, the transform transition. Okay, and somewhere we use anything. Yeah, these are all rest of all plain CSS only, basic CSS. The transition, transform, and translate X. Okay, rotate, scale, skew. So these are all CSS3 new features for the animation purpose we're using. So I can teach on the CSS3 class. Okay. Let me finish, let me check. Okay, so here for the terminal purpose, we need to write H4 functionalities. Okay, so this is for text purpose we use H3. Okay, and we need to write the mouse over for the terminal option. And before going to write the mouse over section, we have to apply the transparent background. Okay, positioning, visibility. Okay, on mouse over, black color transparent box should be displayed, and immediately the header text also display of the about the block. Okay, so for this I'm going to use the before selector. Okay, terminal colon before. Okay, this is you can say like you can say complex selector. Okay, like a before after. Suppose if you writing some CSS for any content, let's say before means this CSS will apply before that content. Like for example, you can say an icon or something before text. Okay, after text means it will apply end of text. The same way here we are going to apply for the terminal before CSS. Okay, that like your positioning, visibility, opacity, and transparent background color. Okay, so these are all applied for the terminal image. So let's say first opacity 0, and then visibility the same how we done the H3, visibility also hidden by default, and here transition. So it's transition. The transition, like here you can say 5 seconds. Okay, and then all is. Okay, so this transparent block we should place exactly on the image. See, if you see on the template example, so when I mouse over thumbnail, black color transparent, it was placing exactly on the image. It's not going outside. Okay, it's not showing any outside of your image. So that means, so we have to place exactly using the absolute position and values, left, right, bottom, left. Okay, so here I'm going to say position. Okay, absolute, and then values, top 0. Okay, and top right 0, and bottom also 0, and then left also 0. Okay, so like this we can say terminal Okay, and like one more thing, like the background color, that is black color. Background color. Here you can say, for example, you can say directly like hexa or like some more color name, but here we need to apply the transparency also. Okay, so when you want to apply transparent for background, you need to write in the RGB values. RGB means like red, green, blue. Okay, that is RGB value, and then we can apply transparency. Okay, so here I'm going to say RGBA. Okay, RGB means like red, green, blue. That is code for the background, and A means like alpha, just like opacity. Okay, so in the RGBA values, I'm going to say first RGB means like 0, 0, 0. So this the three zeros means that is black color. That is 100% black color. Okay, so after applying the background color 100%, I'm going to apply some opacity. Like alpha here in the background color, we can say alpha color. Okay, 0.5. Okay, so like this, you can apply the transparent background with RGB values. Okay, so this like before image. So these are all CSS. We apply the before image. Okay, when it will display on mouse over. Okay, on mouse over, we're going to display the block, and immediately that text and all we are going to apply this one. Okay, and let's say this is, let's say here example h over on terminal h over and then display the text, that is h3 text. Okay, let's say here first let me check anything happen in our example. Yeah, so we need to write the mouse over function here. Okay, so for the text purpose, I'm going to apply opacity 1, opacity is 1. Before we apply the 0 to hide the content, and then visibility also visible. Okay, so here visibility visible. So in the above, we hide the content using, where it is, yeah, opacity 0 and visibility. So this hidden text on mouse over h3, on mouse over terminal. Okay, and the h3 tag should display visibility here. Okay, and some negative value also I given. Okay, like bottom minus 20 pixels. Okay, now I'm going to store at the 0 pixels. Bottom 0 pixels. Okay, so this is our h3 text, and next one is I'm going to write the h over for the terminal. Okay, so here I'm going to write the h over where it should be applied before selector. So I mentioned the before selector in the above, right? Okay, so this should apply on the before selector. Okay, so here again opacity 0, like 1. Okay, and then visibility hidden also. Visibility visibility visible, which is hidden in the above. Okay, so it's clear. Okay, so let me check one by one. Okay, so let me check first on the templates. applying by default. It's applying the scale, but when mouse over, not applying. Okay. Project terminal. The project terminal display block position relative, then center, and then IMC to press the text. Opacity hidden the terminal before. Visibility hidden 5 seconds on absolute. Okay. Okay, so I think here we should provide some like width and height, or we can say, let me check, this is content. That's an empty. The content, brown color, position absolute, top value, right value, bottom value, visibility hidden. Okay, this is one. Coming to the H1, this visibility. The projects terminal is 3 meter. Placeholder 3 is 2. It should apply before H1. I come H1 before. Interesting. Let's say like important. So before terminal before background color, position absolute, content, z index. Okay, let's say here z index. Yes. Okay. So here, why I given the z index color? Okay. So first I have placed the image. Okay. With some text and image. Okay. So here, what we are doing, we are placing top of the image, this block. Okay, right, the terminal block. Okay, so that means the first preference will be image and second preference terminal block. Okay, so that means suppose if you want to like overwrite or put on the top of your image. Okay, so the image will take the first position and this terminal will take second position. So for this we are providing z index 9. Okay, not only 9, Suppose if you use the Z-index 1 in above image, in the second terminal section you have to use the 2. Suppose you are using total, you can use 3, Z-index 3, Z-index 4. Like overwriting means like top of placing, and using the absolute positions and the top value, left value, right values. Okay, because we can apply Z-index and now it's working. So, okay, when mouse hovering, it's applied the transparent background. Okay, got it.
Yeah.
Okay, here some little more CSS will apply because more placement, okay, and displaying and some alignment, okay, and animation. All these going to apply with the CSS. HTML just we are going to write the content like here. HTML basis like placing the history content and placing this. Okay, that is the HTML job, and the all like it's applying from the CSS like positioning, alignment, colors, animation, things. Okay, like scaling. All this we are going to apply with the CSS. Okay, and onwards there is some text. Text is not displaying. The image function block is applying. Let me check in the history. Thumbnail headshot is equal to bottom 0 pixels. Let's say here. Hmm. History visibility capacity important for the history content. So here is 0 visibility hidden, question absolute, minus 20, bottom at 0 color. Yes, some mistake is happened. And then transition, transform. Yeah, this for this also we have to provide Z-index. So our transform block is second position, and the text is third position. Okay, so here also we need to provide Z-index. Z-index in the previous one I said 9, right? Here I'm going to say 10. Okay, so let me now display Z-index 10, and then transform say minus 50%. Yeah, when providing the transform translate text 50%, we should provide the left position values. Left 50%. Yes, now it displays. You can see on the bottom of this. Okay, by default there is no any head text. Okay, on mouse over the text is displayed. Right. So like this, you can create with some advanced CSS like placement positions and the transform scales. Okay, and the transform backgrounds. This is a kind of providing more look and feel for any image. Simply you are putting image. Okay, if you provide like mouse over functional, applying some transparent background. Okay, and displaying title, any some other icons. Okay, so you can put like this. So the same thing what we have done from one thumbnail. So next what we have to do is copy paste this entire block. This is the second one. See, now it is placed exactly on the left side of this. Why? Because in the project CSS provided float left. on the first class. See here, with 300 pixels and portrait. Okay, so now we can place number of times 3, 4, 5 as per the requirement. You can place 3 or 4. So based on your screen width, based on your thumbnail width, you can place number of images. Right. Okay, so like this. Still we have some space. Okay, so for justifying the thumbnails, we have to calculate width of image and width of our content. Okay, so our container width is 1000 pixels, right? So our requirement is 3 inside the 3 container, 3 images here. So that means 1000 by 3. So let's say 1000 by 3 means how much?
300. 30.
1000 by 3. So it means 333 points. Okay, this is exact width of thumbnail width. Okay, let's say 1333. So it is project. You can say 333.3333 for this. Okay, so let me check. Yes, now it is exactly 333 supply, but applying some space also between each column, but between each image. Okay, so based on your have you done the container width and image width. Okay, rest of the values also should change as per our width, as per our width. Okay, so let me apply here also my image also. 333.22. Yeah, now it's placed. Okay, so like there is no any 1 pixel difference also on top, right, bottom, left. Okay, and between the image, each image, there is no even 1 pixel space because we have calculated our container width and image width, given exact width. Okay, so like this, just like place, suppose here in our example, where it is. In example, we have 2 rows. So this is first row and this is second row. Okay, the same thing you can just copy and paste. This you can say the first one, the first thumbnail, second thumbnail, and third thumbnail. Okay, just copy and enter 3. Just paste it. Let's say before thing, I'm going to say first row. Okay, and then second row. Okay, so then you can paste. Right. Right. I got it exactly. Okay, so here what you have to do, so each and every terminal you have to change the image with a different image, and you have to change the text. That's it. Okay, so you will get like this always with different images. Okay, different text name. Okay, you can. Right. Okay, so you got it. Anything doubt in this? Okay, because yes, we are focused more into the CSS part. Okay, creating one block. Okay, with the height. Okay, and opacity. Okay, applying the positions and the mouse over functionality, and for the animation purpose, transition transformation. Okay, and the transition transformation I will teach on the CSS. Don't worry about that. Okay, for completing this template, I'm going to teach the HTML5 form. Okay, and with latest attributes, latest tags. Okay, with all validation parts and the data types. Okay, after completing the form, I'm going to teach CSS3. Okay, in the CSS3 we will learn all these things about animation, okay, about complex selectors, okay, and animation and responsive also. So it should be work on mobile device, not only mobile, any other device it should be work properly. Okay, now it is only for the desktop. You see on the mobile or any other device, the same page, it's not displaying properly. In the larger screen, like around above 1000 pixel, you can see the content properly, and it can be readable and it can visible entire thing. Okay, when you want to check in the mobile screen, let me show you on this. Go to inspect elements. Here on the top, we have two buttons. This is toggle device toolbar. So toggle device means here we can change other device like mobile tablets, extra large device, medium large device like this. Okay. Once you click on this, we can see it here. Let me change. See, when you click on this button, automatically your screen was changed. Okay, that is the default device Galaxy S5. The dimensions of your device: 360 pixel width, and height is 640 pixels, and it should be, you need to change to 100%. Right. Okay. So on this device, see content how it is displayed. It is displayed, but it is no use. You cannot read. There is no clear on the image on the content. Okay, and we cannot read the navigation and companions. Okay, the same page should work on all the devices. So we are going to apply CSS for the mobile device, tablet device, any other. From here you can change other device as well. Okay, this is the default one, Galaxy S5, but the basic feature of smart mobile. Okay, suppose if you want to say like Pixel to Google Pixel device. Okay, let's say 100%. See now, so Google Pixel also not working. Any other device, it won't work because there is no response. So we need to apply responsive with the CSS media queries. So media query is nothing but what is the media? Our device is media. Our device and device dimensions. Like for example, 375 pixel width and 812 height for iPhone X device dimensions. Okay. So like this, based on media query, the content should be scaled in orientation also. Like for example, you can say vertical. I can say portrait. Okay, or we can say landscape horizontally. Yes, that is called orientation. Either in orientation also, it should be visible and it should be readable all the time. Okay, the same template you can see, for example, if they apply responsive in this template, I'm going to check this how it is displaying. Let me check. Yeah, see how this displays. Entire information is very readable and usability, and it was placed exactly. So this one in iPhone X, this display. The overall complete look and feel was changed. In the larger screens, they provided the horizontal navigation, like side by side, home, service, product, client, contact like this. Come to the mobile device, there's no any navigation items, but we have some icon, the responsive button icon. Once you click on this, you can see the navigation, even the drop down also. Okay, so like this is coming from the CSS media queries, the CSS responsive. Okay, so the entire from the top to bottom, it was spaced exactly like 1 all the content. Okay, so in our page also it should look like. So that is we are going to apply with the CSS media queries. Okay, in the CSS3, I will teach you the responsive part. Okay, and about the media queries. Okay, how to apply media queries to our web page content. Okay, so there's a lot of difference, right, between this template view and readability and alignment and this one. A lot of differences. Just to display. it's not readable, it's not aligned properly. Okay, so these response will learn on the CSS3 class. Okay, when it is, let me again check on this. So it is, yeah, oh, it is. Okay, so the two columns content and the gallery, the projects, recent projects completed. What is the next thing? Yeah, here also almost same. What we have done on the two column section. Okay, so in the, here also I'm going to use the, some title and placing some paragraph text and creating three columns. Okay, and placing some different content with icon and title, some text. Okay, some like intro about, okay, and link button. Okay, suppose if you know how to create these two columns, forget about the content. So first we need to create the two columns. So if you know the how to create the two columns and placing side by side, providing the space, some breathing space, okay, then you can create easily three columns. The content is second part. Once you created the layout like two columns, three columns, four columns, okay, and you can place the content very easy. Icon, title, text, button, whatever, or some list items, okay, or some again still some social network icons or anything. Okay, so like this you can provide three columns. Okay, and this is about like three columns. First we are going to create the three columns and image, like it's kind of a news and blog. Okay, and some title, read more link. Okay, and here the JavaScript is like how I said in the carousel, like the slider in the top. Okay, so here by clicking the previous post will be displayed. Okay, and if you click on the next post will be displayed. So this is related to JavaScript. The rest of thing HTML and CSS. Okay, so here, so that means in this page so many things repeated, like column wise. Okay, column means like two columns and three columns. So in the our projects also three columns, just like, but functionality is different. Little difference is between these three columns and these three columns. Okay, let me here. Okay, so here also this is happy customer like the testimonials. This like plain text. Okay, so here mainly uh, and this one, this is very easy. Okay, and this one, so it's look like a like some post, blog post, big image and providing some small text and big title with more link. On the right side some icons like some what is this, like message information. Okay, okay, this will take some time to create. Okay, and this is very easy for placing simple text. And coming to the footer, the last footer, it will take some more time. Okay, so here again we need to use the full screen container for the dark background. Inside full screen container, again I'm going to use fixed content for the content purpose. See, in the entire content, we see the left side some space we have, on the right side we have space, just like content. So that means the first content is full screen 100%, and inside the full screen, and again I'm going to use the fixed content with 1000 pixel or 1200 pixel. Okay, and then you can write your, okay, this is the first blue box. And coming to the content, here again need to go, we need to split the like four columns. Okay, this is one column, copyright information. Okay, and this address is one column, and one column, and social network icons is one, like with equal weight. Okay, suppose for example my copyright column width is 200 pixels. Okay, and this also 200, and clippings also 200, and social networks also 200. So that means we need to maintain the same with 4 columns, right? So for this, we need to use some proper CSS for placing the content and applying some CSS, text related and hyperlinks related, icons related, okay, and like mouse over functionality. Okay, so it will take more time. So today, what I'm going to tell you till we completed, right? Suppose if you understand everything is good, try to make these 3 columns. Okay, tomorrow. Okay,
Okay. Yeah.
if it comes where everything good, we will go for the next section, like for this block. Okay. Otherwise, if you stuck anywhere, if you're not able to create these 3 columns and positioning side by side and applying some mouse over, okay, you can forget this bottom background color. That is, it will take some more time. Okay, this is at least creating 3 columns and mouse over little bit zoom and applying some little bit shadow also. You can see the shadow around the box, around the column. Okay, I teach you in the above image section, 2 column section. Okay, so let's create three columns. Okay, so it is came like exactly how it is. It will go, and then we can go to the next section. Suppose if you start this, I will teach you this, and then we can go to the next section, the block, new section. This. Okay, so,
Sure.
so first we have done this project, right? Okay, so is there any doubt writing the HTML and applying CSS? I think you have some doubt about this, some CSS like positioning and more coherent. Okay, and yeah, about this one like left value. Okay, position and the transition transform. Okay, so out of this, do you have any doubts on this? Yes, Ananta and Apurva?
No.
No.
It's clear, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so yesterday I shared that files and record also. You got it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, fine. We'll send these files and video also. You can start practice and try to create these 3 columns in our template like this. Okay, I will share this link on WhatsApp. I will share.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, I just shared the link. Okay, just try to create how much you can do. Don't worry about that. I will teach you on this.
Okay.
Okay.
Sure.
Okay. Okay. Fine.
Sure. Thank you.
Okay. Today we done Apurva and Ananta. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Bye.
Yeah. Thank you.